This episode is sponsored in part by Lucky Duck Games. Check out their new Kickstarter for their standalone game, Chronicles of Crime Millennium. Thank you for joining me today at Tantrum House Studio D. I'm Kevin Delp. Today I'll be looking at board games launching the first half of March 2020 on Kickstarter. And a big shout out to one of our series sponsors here, Lucky Duck Games. They have their new Chronicles of Crime Millennium series coming to Kickstarter this March, and I'll talk about that more in this episode. Congratulations to the winners of the enamel pins. Your names are in the description of this video, and I have some promos to give away on this video, so check back at the end of the video and I can tell you how you can enter for a chance to win one of these promos. Let's get started. In early March, we'll see Ravage Swamps of Delgor from Beardy Brothers. This is a 1 to 5 player dungeon crawl game. On March 2nd, we'll see Ludocherry, a line of clothing inspired by tabletop gaming. Also on March 2nd, Certifiable Studios launches a second edition to Who Goes There. If you're not familiar with the game, it's a cooperative game of growing paranoia. At the beginning of the game, all players are human, and there's no reason not to trust each other. But as the temperature drops and mistakes are made, players start doubting everything and everyone around them. These next few launch on March 3rd. HeroeDeLeyenda from Intrepid Games is a 2 to 4 player game. It's a space-themed strategy game that emphasizes area control, tableau building, and set collection. You and your friends will assume the roles of corporations competing to prepare the first planet outside of our solar system capable of supporting human life for a large-scale colonization effort. The corporation that contributes the most will become the market leader going forward. Van Ryder Games launches Season 3 of their graphic novel adventures with Sherlock Holmes, The Shadow of Jack the Ripper, Your Theme Park, and Lily Van Helsing. Trivia Obscura for 2 to 6 players is a game of knowledge with strong elements of strategy and Machiavellian ethos. All themes revolve around dark culture and cover a wide range of topics such as music, movies, video games, comics, art, science, history, mythology, lifestyle, celebrities, and more. Strategy is very important, so stab, grab, steal, and win. Off the Page Games launches Mind Management, the psychic espionage game for 2 to 5 players. This is a hidden roles game, one versus many. One player plays as Mind Management and must scour the city for new recruits. They move around a secret board trying to visit locations that match one of the 3 randomly drawn recruitment cards. They also can use their 4 immortals to protect locations from being exposed. All other players control the rogue agents who are trying to stop Mind Management before it's too late. Holy Grail Games launches Museum Pictura. This is a new standalone set collection game for 2 to 4 players. Set in the Roaring 20s, there's 180 painting cards, which is different than the original museum, which is more about artifacts. Thundergriff Games launches their Matchbox collection that has 5 games in it. They all play solo or together with people in 20 minutes each. There's 15 Days, AO, Rebus, Space Lunch, and Golems. Captain's Gambit, Kings of Infinite Space is for 4 to 8 players. It's an asymmetric, Shakespearean-inspired hidden role game. Each player has a secret objective that is their alien captain, and since each captain's win condition is different, this means players can form unlikely alliances or make intriguing offers to get ahead. It encourages players to engage in high amount of table talk and persuasive efforts in order to win. Mythic Games launches SteamWatchers, a game for 2 to 5 players, which you play as the leader of a nomadic clan. You will struggle over the geothermal resources of Europa in scenarios that last from 3 to 6 rounds. At the end of the last round, the winning clan is the one with the most geothermal resources, but a clan can claim victory before the end of the scenario by acquiring 10 geothermal resources. 524 Labs launches Mint Control, a game for 2 to 4 players. This is the newest entry in the Mint series line of games. Mint Control is designed by the same designer of Mintworks and Mint Delivery. Each player has 5 influence tokens that are placed onto buildings that represent presence and potentially control. The first person to play all influence tokens ends the game. Lucky Duck Games launches the new Chronicles of Crime Millennium series. This has 1400, 1900, and 2400. In 1400, you're Abelard Lavelle. It has these vision cards. Victor Lavelle. In 1900, there is some escape room style stuff going on. And in 2400, we have Kalia Lavelle that uses a lot more like technology. Riftway Games launches an expansion to Beast's Edge of Extinction called Revenge of the Dodos. Garfield Games launches Viscounts of the West Kingdom, and this is the third in the series of the West Kingdom games. This one's for 1 to 4 players, takes about 60 to 90 minutes to play. It's set at the time when the king's reign begins to decline, circa 980 AD. And we'll see a board game about golf called 18 Holes. These next few launch on March 10th. Horrible Guild launches Vampire the Masquerade Vendetta, a game for 3 to 5 players. It takes about 30 minutes to play. It's a game of area control, bluffing, and treachery in which you scheme and fight for influence and power as immortal vampires. Play cards and blood to earn the control of influential humans, feed on them, and make them your servants. Your goal is to gain the most influence over 3 ages. Galaxy Dice is a 1 to 4 player press your luck dice game based on the vertical shooters of the 1980s. We'll see a sci-fi card game called Escape from Flat Earth. Kazudu Games launches Salt and Sail, an exploration and discovery game for 2 to 4 players. Ministry of Meeples launches Theurgy for 2 to 6 players. Your turn consists of choosing one of the 4 following actions: pilgrimage, spreading the word, divine intervention, or testing the faith. Draw Lab Entertainment launches Season 5 of their legendary metal coins. On March 11th, we'll see Cleocatra, a game for 2 to 4 players where you're trying to rescue cats. On March 12th, Colossal Games launches Ruination, a game for 2 to 4 players that has area control and civilization building, and it's set in a post-apocalyptic theme. A quick shout out to one of our series sponsors here, GameFound. You can find out more about them at gamefound.com. They are a free to use and easy to use pledge manager for your Kickstarter campaign. We were actually just talking to Martin Poole over at GameFound because Tantrum House, we are looking to run a Kickstarter campaign March 31st. We're going to launch for our next season to raise money for our channel. Of course, I'll talk a lot more about that in our next video because it'll be launching the end of March, so I don't want to take up time on this video. But we were talking to him about how to set up the pledge manager and what we need to be ready to do for that, because we've actually never had a pledge manager for our Kickstarter campaign. We sort of just all did it in-house. So he was very helpful, and you can definitely reach out to him, reach out to GameFound if you are running a Kickstarter campaign. Well, on the list that I just talked about from the games launching at the beginning of March, Tantrum House will be doing a lot of videos, and here are a few of them. Hopefully, I say all of them. Lander will be doing a video. Mind Management, Chronicles of Crime, Millennium, ta-da, right here. A Museum, Pictura. This I actually have that one right here. From Girl Games. There's all the cards. Oh well. Let's see. There are the 5 Matchbox collection games from Thundergriff, Captain's Gambit, Kings of Infinite Space, Mint Control from 524, Vampire the Masquerade Vendetta from Horrible Guild, and boy, there might be 1 or 2 others, but that's quite a few that we're already doing. So, in the comments below, to enter for a chance to win one of these 2 promos, actually I should tell you what they are. This one is a promo to the Marvel Champions, the card game that has recently been released from Fantasy Flight Games, the LCG. We have Spider-Man, and I guess I should open it up and look who else is in here. We have a promo pack of Spider-Man, She-Hulk, Iron Man, Captain Marvel, Black Panther. So you can enter for a chance to win that, and you can also enter for a chance to win the Come On promo. Don't want to get the, there we go. This is for the God of War card game, so if you're familiar with that IP, you can enter for a chance by commenting below about what game you're excited about from the list that we just talked about. I know there are a lot that are launching March 3rd, so maybe your game is from that one. Maybe you're excited about a game that's launching March 3rd, or maybe another game that's launching the first half of March. Let me know in the comments below which one you're excited about, and you'll be entered for a chance to win one of these 2 promos. Thank you again for watching this video, and thank you for subscribing and liking and all those wonderful things. And this episode is also sponsored by Meeple Realty. Their latest organizer is for City of the Big Shoulders. It's officially licensed by Parallel Games, and the name of the insert is called Chicago Factory. It has a tray that's designed to look like a factory from the 19th century. It has railroad crossing markers, a tiered card tray, and the card trays can accommodate sleeved cards, including the bills. You can find out more information at meeplerealty.com.